Okay, so I've made a little bit of progress. Not a whole lot, but I made some progress. Um, First and foremost, I still haven't actually gone to the storage unit yet, so I added a whole bunch of code, and I mean a whole bunch of freaking code. Um, I don't even understand what half it does anymore. Um, Somehow this code monitors the frame buffer variable and refreshes by sending ANSI codes to a PuTTY window over the serial port. So I can now open a PuTTY window and see the same image that is being sent over SPI to the screen, or to the display rather. So now I've got it so I can, and the other purpose of this, obviously, or not obviously, but the other purpose for having this software this way is when I am ready to link multiple of them together. If I have to do that, or if I want to do that outside of Palace, I will not have two displays to play with. So one of them can be on the computer while I scroll the data into the physical display on the other Arduino. Okay, so now I've got some way to monitor what it's doing. What can it do? Well, all it's doing right now is the same thing it was doing when you saw it last, displaying the word hit on the screen in 3 different colors. Except now, I can move it. And this thing is running at 9600 baud, so it updates slowly. A little bit slowly, anyway. I probably should have changed the speed before I started recording the video. But we're going to do that right now, because this is unbearable. So we're going to get rid of the PuTTY window. We're going down here, change the speed, send it to the board. Blinky, blinky, blinky. Well, as soon as my server catches up with itself. There we go. Blinky, blinky, please. Can I blinky, blinky? Where's my blinky, blinky? Give me some blinky, blinky. Still compiling. Jeez. All I did was change the speed. What the heck? I have to pause the video at this rate. There we go. Blinky, blinky. Alright, done uploading. Alright, so we'll open a new PuTTY window. This one. Alright, so now, as I was saying, now I can move it. And I can move it in all directions. Isn't that exciting? It's not that exciting, but when you reach the end, it wraps around, comes back out the other side. So now I can do things like, let me just hit reset, so it'll go back to the beginning. Now I can just hold down the 3 key and watch it just... If that gets boring, I can make it go a different direction. Alright, so... ultimately, there's going to have to be some way, since these are synchronized, somehow, there's going to have to be some way for some somewhat centralized thing to send data to it. So I decided to implement a very basic protocol to make that happen. We're going to have to do better for the final result, because this protocol is going to be really slow. However, if I start by pressing the I key, then I can just send hexadecimal values. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Actually, let me reset and start that again, so I start at the beginning. And these, of course, are, they're sending data directly into the frame buffer. So start by hitting I. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. A, B, C, D, E, F. F, 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 F. Each one does 2 pixels. That's a bunch of zeros. There's a bunch of ones. Here's some 2s. Some 4s. 8s. F gives me, I don't know what I just pushed. Oh, there we go. F, of course, gives me full yellow. I'll go ahead and fill that frame buffer up with those. And part of the slowness of this is actually how fast my keyboard isn't. Because if I take some pre-typed text, like, let's start with this one. I just take some text that I've already typed into Notepad and copy it into my, or not Notepad, Gedit. This is when it's, I gotta push Control right click and I'm holding the phone, so this is gonna be fun. So, over here, Control with my elbow, right click, Paste from clipboard. Punk. Hi. So, one of the other things I discovered is that while I've been working on this, I happen to have one of the Gold Zone displays plugged into it. So, I happened to notice that since they both speak SPI, the data that I'm sending to the skee-ball display is representing a pattern on the Gold Zone display. And I got to thinking about whether or not I could make that useful. Useful, I guess, is a relative term, but as it turns out, I can take... There are some patterns. If I draw the right pattern, so every vertical line here, or each color of each vertical line of the first, I don't know, first 4 or 8 characters, whatever here, pixels, they line up with segments on that display. So therefore, I can paste the right pattern into this thing, just like so, and that pattern makes it light up the right segments on the display to display the numbers. So now, after waiting for that upload, I'm going to go back to 9600 baud because I need this demonstration to go slowly. So we're at 9600. It says done uploading, it really hasn't started. There we go, compiling. Do my blinky blinky. Alright. Back to putty. 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 We're going to open it 9600 this time. Watch that nice slow display. So, I'll put a little demo pattern in there again first, just to watch it at 9600, because I find it amusing to watch these things update slowly. Just a little slant pattern I drew. Alright, so here's the demonstration. It's a lot of hex codes that I have to paste in. Copy. Control. Right click. Now this demonstration actually happens on this display. Paste. And what it actually did there is it put the pattern in and then it scrolled it several times. So, let me go ahead and blank the screen here. Paste from clipboard. And now I'll run that demo again, but I'll show it on the matrix display instead of the 7seg. Control right click. This is that same demonstration. Now you can see that the screen refresh is not synchronized with what's actually sent to the display. So the display is moving data around faster than the serial port can keep up with, so hence the out of sync appearance. But anyhow, that's progress I've made so far. Night out.